Hi, it's Miss Sokol. I'm making this video so that I can show you how to log into iExcel and complete the assessment for your child. So let me go ahead and click sign in. I will send you the username and the password. I'm going to do a sample here using my granddaughter's account. Oops. Okay, so once you're in, you're going to be at the main dashboard. You'll see some assignments possibly from your teacher, some recent skills and recommendations here in the tabs. Off on the side, you're going to see step into the arena. This is where your child will go to complete the assessment. Step into the arena. And then you're going to make sure right here in the blue, you're going to switch to the subject that they're going to do the assessment in. So we have language arts and math. So I prefer them to do one subject at a time. So depending on what they're working on with me, then you will select language arts. Or if they're doing both, they'll do language arts first or math first, whichever. So I'm going to just give a quick example here. They're going to have two questions pop up and they get to choose the one that they want to answer. As the parent, I don't want you giving them the answers. Let them struggle for that answer, and if they cannot, if they're trying and you see that they are struggling, let's go ahead and click the I don't know this yet. Okay, we don't want them to continue to struggle to where they give up. Just ask them to try a couple of times. If they can't get it, no stress. Click on the button I don't know this yet, and it will go to the next question. Okay, and it also will tell them, okay, we'll work on it later, and I will actually get sent that assignment on the teacher side, so I'll be able to see what they need help with. And that's how I form their lesson plan when they're working with me. So what you're looking for after to know that they're completed is a screen that's going to have 3 stars. So throughout their time doing the assessment, they're going to see a star, they're going to see a range of numbers. We're going to keep going until we see the 3 stars at the end that says view the results. So this is what I'm looking for at the end. I'm looking for one number and not a range. Language arts has 4 domains. We have vocabulary, reading strategies, writing strategies, and grammar mechanics. And when we're looking at the numbers, you might think, I don't know what these numbers mean. But how iExcel works is these are the grade levels. So 100 is first grade, 200 is second grade, 300 is third grade, 400 is fourth grade. And if we have a number like 230, that is a second grade student in the 3rd month. And this is where we can see where the strengths and the weaknesses are in language arts, and that's why I love iExcel. It does give 2 scores. It gives an overall language arts score and an overall reading score, and those can be different. In this case, the student scored the same for both, which is okay. Sometimes the reading's higher, sometimes it's lower. Sometimes the writing strategies won't show up if their reading strategies is below 100, and you won't see that. But as long as you see one overall score, that is the number that I'm looking for so that I can get the data that I need to create their individualized education plan. And this is for math. This is our math results again. Throughout the testing for math, they may see 1 star, they may see a range of numbers. They'll wait for it to pass and then they'll continue. Math has 6 domains, and as you can see, that the strengths and the weaknesses for this student is pretty obvious. So we have the student needing help in data and geometry, but they're doing wonderful in measurement. So I would definitely start with creating an individualized education plan in data and geometry, and then slowly working the other lessons in as well. So we want them to be balanced, right? But that's not always the case. But again, these are the numbers that I'm looking for at the end of the assessment. That way I can create the lesson plan when I see them again during our tutoring session. If you have any questions, please send me a text, and I will see y'all next week. Thanks.